swimmers under 4:10 there in heat number 6. Heat 7 of 10 now in the water. Lane 1, Anthony Pakulba, core swimming. Lane 2, Maxwell Marcus, CSP Tide Riders. Lane 3, Seth Cannon, Newberg, Sea Creatures. Lane 4, Theodore Ament, 18-year-old from Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 5, Samir Elkasim, 16-year-old Rockville, Montgomery. Lane 6, Luke Hartman, Team Pittsburgh. Lane 7, Jacob Lowry, Nation's Capital. And then Lane 8, Tyler Whitaker, Machine Aquatics. Here's where we start getting into those swimmers seated with long course entry times under the NCSA cut. Lanes 3 through 6 here entered with times ranging from 4:09.74 to 4:08.93. However, swimmers in lanes 1, 2, 7, and 8 come in with the fastest 500-yard times of the field, and sometimes we see the swimmers with the fastest yard times make a high final, either the consolation or the championship final. We see Maxwell Marcus in lane number 2 going out first in 58.44.
These last 3 or 4 heats, we're going to probably see athletes approaching the 4:05 and under mark.
That should be the case here. Well, several swimmers entered at 4:05 or better. It might take a 4:05 plus or faster to make it back into the championship final. We'll have to see.
I always wonder, sometimes being strategic with your heat kind of backfires on you. You said earlier, you've got to be able to feel that discomfort at the beginning of your race to be able to make those top 8 finals.
Yeah, and I think in the non-circle seeded heats, you really have to go for it, try and go a best time in order to move up and make the championship final. If you're one of the top 16 seeded swimmers, you're trying to do everything you can to go as fast as possible with still leaving that extra gear for the final swim. It's that complicated piece of the sport where you can't win the race in the morning, but you can definitely lose the final if you don't go hard enough in the prelims.
Well, this is definitely where the high level of competition brings out the best in our athletes. And you come to meets like this for that reason. You can obviously swim in lower level meets and have an easy environment, but the environment changes when you're racing fast competition.
And there's not much better competition than here at the IU Natatorium this week at NCSA. Is one of the fastest 18 and under meets that will occur here this summer in the United States. Out front through the 300 mark is Marcus in lane number 2. He's your top seeded 500-yard swimmer with a time of 4:31 in the yards pool. Second currently, lane number 6, Luke Hartman. And
they both split 31.23.
You got it. 2 fastest swimmers in the pool are your 2 leaders. Here comes the middle of the pool as well.
These core strength comes into this last turn. Being able to build your race between the flags is one thing, but coming off that wall so you're not restarting this next 50. You're just maintaining that momentum off your far turn.
That's exactly right. Once you have established a rhythm in the back half of this race, you want to just continue the rhythm, not restart every time you flip and turn to go the opposite direction. A 30.9 split from your leader, Marcus, in lane number 2. He's really going for it now.
Now 4:05 or better.
Yeah, he could be in great position to make the A final. 4:04.32 for Maxwell Marcus.
Nice swim there.
Second in the heat, Luke Hartman in 4:08.40.